Hi folks, I'm here in my new shop. As you can see, this is a very big one. It's 250 square meter shop and it's still an underground shop. So I'm having very big problems with humidity, and here in Italy during the night it's still cold. So I absolutely need to have a big stove to solve all my problems, and I don't want to spend a lot of money. So I buy this concrete mixer, was a broken one, for only 80 bucks. I also took apart this wheel, that was the one that can rotate the concrete mixer to pour outwards the concrete. Inside of the basket there are these two blades. These are meant to mix very well the concrete powder with sand, gravel and water. These are stainless steel, so can handle also very well direct heat from a fire, but I decided to remove them just because I want to have very big space inside the stove. I will not only burn the wood that comes here from a forest nearby, but the previous owner of this workshop was a woodworker, so he kept a lot of wood here, and due to the humidity it becomes all rotten, so I have a very big room all full of rotten wood that I can burn and make space in my new shop. You can tell that the stainless steel used in this stove is very nice material because it's very heavy. It's almost 40 or 50 kilos. So let me take the wheel. This is kept in place just by this little stopper. I can use a flat screwdriver to remove it and apply some force. Now I can pull away the wheel from the gears that are on the bottom because I want to use this wheel. You can tell that this concrete mixer will stay out under the rain for many years because the wheel was all full of very nasty water, rainwater that becomes very nasty. I can take now a marker and mark 5 dots at 15 centimeters from each other this way, and only one dot on the top part. So in total I will have 6 dots. And I'm marking this dot because I want to hang the stove to the wall, and the weight of the stove is not distributed in an equal way. It will be much heavier on the top side. Later on you will understand better what I mean. So let me choose a drill bit, and this is 11mm drill bit. I can then place the wheel under my drill press and then start to drill. Before, remember to put a drop of oil. This is very important to save the drill bit, so go quite slowly and go inside the metal all the way through, from the top and from the bottom. And after a few seconds, this is the result. Repeat this procedure 6 times, so in total I have 6 holes. You can see that here on the top there are 5 holes and only one on the bottom. The one on the bottom is to keep centered the wheel, and the other 5 holes are to keep the weight of the stove itself. So this I think will work very, very well. In front of my workbench I have this is the pipe where all the smoke can go outside. The previous owner made a very strange job. He placed this wall all around a cable. This he thinks that can prevent heat from ruining the electric cable. I will make everything again together better. This is a screw that can go inside the wall. You can see here on the right there is this ring that, if moved to the right, becomes larger because this is a conic shape. So this will keep itself inside the wall very, very firmly and strong. I can mount the drill bit inside my drill and then choose the place where to drill my first hole. This will be the top hole. Remember to keep the drill very, very straight while you are doing this procedure, and apply a little bit of force, not too much. I want to have a very precise hole so that the screw can keep very, very well inside. So this is quite hard to push it inside. I will use a hammer to do this. Don't do it too strong, otherwise you will ruin the bolt itself. So let's start to hang the wheel on top of the screw this way. Remember to keep outside from the wall about 5 centimeters so that you can also place a nut like this that keep the wheel in place. Drill another hole, this time on the bottom part. Remember to keep the drill straight and insert another screw inside the wall. Repeat this procedure for all 6 holes. This takes some time, but it's very important to align all the holes to the wall and to the bolts, because later on it will become very heavy. The stove is almost 60 kilo, 50 kilos, so it's better to do a precise job now and not become crazy later. So you can see now that all the screws are inserted in the wall. I can dismount the wheel and continue to modify it. So with my grinder and with the grinding wheel, I can remove the paint from the wheel. Because on top of this wheel, I decide to weld in place these. These are 12 centimeters long tubes. This is just water tubes. I cut it away and I place them about 35 centimeters far away from each other. I place the welder here in the middle and I use a stone block to keep the parts perfectly straight. I can weld them. This will take some time, but I think that welding is very relaxing, so it's not a hard job for me. So let me weld. So after some time, this finally is the result. I'm very happy on how it looks like, and these are very strong. I weld them very well, and I just have to rotate the concrete mixer, put it upside down, remove the paint because I want to place this here on the bottom part, put it perfectly in the center, and after removing the paint I can also weld the parts here together. And it took some time because you can see how some of these tubes are a little bit shorter, so I have to make a lot of weldings, but this you can see that is a very precise weld. I can also lift it up, so it's a very hard weld. I took apart this from a very old wood stove. This is cast iron, and I can place it here on the top part of the stove, right here. Mark the shape with a marker, and now the inner part of the circle. Be careful. And now that the circle is made, I can cut it away using a metal saw. This will take some time, but if I cut it quite fast, in only 2 hours, this is the result. I removed the circle from inside, and now finally I have a hole. This hole is the one where all the smoke can go outside. So now it's just a matter of welding the 2 parts together, and also here it will take some time because make sure that we have no smoke leaks. This is very important. I bought this, that is a kitchen pan. This is a very big one. It's made to cook Spanish rice, that is called paella. And I also bought this glass cover. I marked the shape of the glass cover, and now using the grinder I can cut away the shape. Be careful, don't apply too much force, just make the grinder make this shape, trajectory on the circle, because the grinding disc doesn't like to become bent. So I made 3 passes all around the kitchen pan, and later on I removed the inner part. You can see that the precision is very nice. I weld in place the glass part inside the kitchen pan, and this, as you can imagine, will become the cover of my stove, like this. You can see that the dimensions are great, are perfect dimension. This will close perfectly the stove. So I need to put something like this here so that I can open it and close it much easier, and this will keep the smoke and all the fire inside the stove, like this. Later on I will also think something on how to keep it closed. Now it's very important to remove the paint from the concrete mixer, remove also the dust that fall on top of the concrete mixer, and now I bought some paint. This is a special paint made on purpose for barbecue stoves, so let me apply a couple hands of paint on the concrete mixer. This paint can handle quite well heat, so I will let it dry, and after only 20 minutes I can already handle the stove without problems. So here I'm in front of the wall where I put all the bolts inside, so I have to align all the holes to the wall. That's the reason why it took so much time earlier to drill them perfectly straight and equally distance. So I can fix them with some bolts, and then using a wrench I can make them tighter. So finally the stove is hanged to the wall. Nothing is under, so I'm pretty sure that this will keep the weight of the stove, because I tried to sit on it and nothing broke. All the screws inside the wall are very tight, and now it's just a matter of connecting the tubes for exit of the fire.
Wow, I just searched on internet prices of stoves like this and are crazy. They are very expensive. They go from about 600 bucks to 3,000 bucks, which is absolutely crazy prices. And the reason why is because these are design stoves. So not only will heat up the room temperature, but also makes your house looks cooler. And I'm very happy that I saved a lot of money. I spent only 150 bucks. It was 80 bucks for the concrete mixer parts, and 20 for the kitchen pan, and 20 for the glass cover. The glass cover isn't standard glass, it's ceramic glass. It's made just for heat, for stand extreme heat. So be careful choosing the right glass, otherwise it can just explode, broke itself. So be patient, very soon I will show you also my new shop. It's very big here, there is a very big mess because I'm having not only furniture for my shop but also for my house. This is just a temporary stop here. I will move everything in my new house very soon. So be patient and see you next week with another do-it-yourself tutorial. Ciao ciao!